Standards, stats, and probability number 6. The title of this is Using Linear Models to Describe Bivariate Data. We're going to look at learning target 1, which is I can create a two-way table to record bivariate values. So first of all, let's define two-way tables. So a two-way table is used to display and observe relationships between two sets of categorical, forgot my C there, data. So some examples would be like food. What kind of food do you like? Your least favorite animal. Restaurants that you like to go to. Your favorite color. You know, we could do this for a long time. It's just categorical. So in other words, some kind of category that you could ask somebody if they like, if you're taking a survey. Two-way tables show the frequency, so how often something happens. So if you think about if I survey this class and I ask what your favorite animal is between these three animals, then I would be able to make a table to show how frequently someone liked a pig. So we're going to do our first one here. So it says Lexi conducted a survey and asked participants whether they were male or female and if they preferred summer or winter. Observe the results in the two-way table, add each row or column to complete the totals, then use the table to answer the question. So here's your first look at the two-way table. So she has two questions, two category, which is male and female. So I could do that in this room. And then if they like summer or winter. But if you notice, for example, 23 males like summer, 27 males like winter, 35 females, so you got to look at the column and the row, liked summer, and then 15 females like winter. So we're going to add up the totals to make sure it mathematically works. So I like to add up rows first. So 23 plus 27, when you're adding up rows, we're looking at males. So in other words, how many males were asked to participate in the survey. So that would be 50. And then how many females? Again, I'm going row to get my total. So 35 plus 15 is also 50. So she asked the same number of females as she did males. Now we're going to go how many like summer versus winter. This is a column. So 23 and 35, if you add those up, we have 58 total people that were surveyed that like summer. And then 27 plus 15 is 42. Now, if you do this right, this total in this corner here should be the same total as a column and as a row. So if I add up this column, that is 100. If I add up this row, it should also be 100. So if I look at that quickly, 58 plus 42 is 100. So 50 males and 50 females would make 100 people participated. 58 people who like summer plus 42 people like winter is also 100. So I kind of answered a couple of these questions, but we will go through it. How many males were surveyed? So remember, this is male, and this is a row, so we're going to look this way, which would be 50. How many females? Again, here's females looking as a row is 50. How many total? Well, there's 50 males and 50 females. That's 100. How many people said they prefer summer? So we're going to look at as a column here. That was a total of 58. How many people preferred the winter? Again, a column. That's 42. How many females said they prefer the winter? So this is where you have to do two. So 2 data points here. So female and winter. So that would have been 15. And then how many males prefer the summer? So this is male, summer. So this would be 23. Okay, one more example here. Martin surveyed several students and asked if they had siblings. So there's your first set of data. And if they lived in a 1- or 2-story home. use the survey results below to complete the two-way table. So this one, they're just going to give us the data. So we're going to sit here and let's go through sibling or not sibling first. Okay, so let's count sibling. And I just like to cross them out as I go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the key here, though, that is a total. So I have 11 that said yes, and I'll check the no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 people have no sibling. Notice I'm going all the way to the total because I'm not doing 2 data. I'm just doing 1 total data point. Okay, how many live in a 1-story? We'll do the total here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 total people live in a 1-story. 2-story, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. Now, we're going to check if this is right. So we have 11 plus 7 is 18 people answered the question about sibling or no sibling. And then 8 plus 10 is also 18. So that is an awesome sight that we have our numbers right. Now, we get to go through how many of them said in for each of these parts inside here. So let's go sibling and 1-story. So we're looking for yes and 1. So yes and 1. And I'm going to clear that out. Once we cross this off, that means I don't have to count it again. So there should be 18 when we're done here. So yes and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I only counted 4. Okay, and let's go sibling. Now, if we do this right, 4 plus what is 11, which is 7. So if we do this right, it should be 7. So yes to siblings, 2-story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an awesome sign. Again, as you fill these out, you should be able to know what the data is, but it's also nice to make sure you go through it. Okay, this should be 4 because 4 plus 4 is 8, but we're going to check here. So 1-story and no siblings. So no and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good sign. Again, this one should be 3 because 4 plus 3 is a 7, or 7 plus 3 is 10. So it should be 3 left. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So we did fill in the table, our two-way table from the data given. So the questions, a couple of them here. How many people surveyed lived in a 2-story home? So that's a total. So 2-story home, which is in the row in this case. So 10 of them. 7 of them had siblings. 3 of them do not. Of the people with siblings, so on this sibling here, how many answered they live in a 2-story? So that's a two data. So sibling and 2-story. Sibling and 2-story would be 7. And the last question, how many people surveyed did not have any siblings? So that's a 1 data. So you're just going to go to the total here, which is 7. And there is your first look at a two-way tables.